What we are seeing in Gaza is simply an astonishing demonstration of revenge of a superior power upon defenseless civilians. The crimes that have been committed in Bosnia, that we have suffered through, have been addressed in a court of law to a degree that today those who have committed those crimes have been sentenced, convicted for them. Dignity of the victims has been upheld through those processes. I cannot imagine a similar satisfaction being provided for the victims of Gaza. It is very important to distinguish the context and not to draw parallels, but there are undoubtedly very clear common points. For instance, there is a lot in terms of arguments being used in the infliction of suffering upon civilians in Gaza that has been used by the Bosnian Serbs besieging Sarajevo. They are not civilians, they are terrorists, jihadists. All this language was present even then. The intent is explained in everyday statements, dehumanizing statements of the commanders of Israeli army.
אנחנו נלחמים בחיות אדם ואנחנו נוהגים בהתאם.
But in trials of people like the commanders of the Sarajevo Romania Corps, these arguments were completely dismissed because even in situations where there are combatants in civilian areas, this does not give the right to basically flatten the entire areas in the way that we are seeing in Gaza. If we take the element of the crime of genocide, which include killing members of the group, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part, those are the crimes. And we can very clearly see that some of these crimes are being committed in Gaza. But for genocide to be established as a crime, you need intent. And now if we look at statements from Israeli leaders, this intent is being communicated on a daily basis. From our experience, from what I have seen in the judgments and trials that dealt with, for instance, Srebrenica, I can only say that all the elements are there. We are seeing the end of the international legal and rights framework which has been built after the Second World War. And we are entering a new era which personally for me has terrifying prospects.
Make sure to subscribe to a channel to the latest news from RDZ World News.